Hey everyone, it's Joy here, and I am super excited to share these really fun graduation cupcake picks using Perfect Pennant products. So I have the Perfect Pennant Grad clear stamp set and coordinating die. Then there is the Perfect Pennant Die Set. And then you have the Foil It Perfect Pennant Grad. So you've got quite a few sentiments. So I'm going to use the sentiments from these. I'm not going to use the stamp set. And then you have some Foil It Pennants, and so I'm gonna be using these today. Then I am using Fun Foil Holographic and Gold Shimmer, or it's Holographic Gold Glitter and then Gold Shimmer. And then I have Tropical Punch, Dragon Fruit, Poblano Pepper, Kiwi, Candy Corn, and Mango, and I'll be using some blender brushes. So here are the little dies from the Perfect Pennant Die Set. And I'm just showing you that when you lay them down, the Foil It sheets, they're a bit bigger than the die, which is fantastic because that means you're gonna, when you die cut, the images are gonna go directly to the edge. You don't have to worry about lining it up perfectly, which I think is fantastic. So I'm gonna tape these in place with the coordinating dies, and then I can run this through my die cut machine, and I'm gonna die cut the 5 different patterns. Then we have the sentiments. I'm going to use 5 of the sentiments with the coordinating dies here. So I'm not using the stamp set, but the coordinating dies do work for these Foil It sheets, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to die cut everything first, and then I'm going to foil it, because if one of my dies slid or moved or didn't line up good, then I would ruin my foil, and I don't want to do that. So I have my Minc machine on set to 5, and I'm going to place my images in my carrier sheet. And I'm using both of the fun foils, the holographic gold glitter, which is this one, and then the gold shimmer is going to be for the sentiment and a couple of the little pieces that kind of go at the back of the pennant, which I'll show you when I put those together. So I can do all of this at one time, which is really fantastic. So let me just get all of those laid out. Those are those 3 little pieces that I die cut. That little straight piece, I just die cut from a leftover section on the Foil It sheets for the scalloped piece. So I just laid that on there, die cut that out. So now we have the solid piece that's going to foil. Let me lay down the gold shimmer and then close the carrier sheet and then start to run that through the Minc machine. And then I let that cool for just a second, and then I'm going to just carefully peel this back, but look at all of that gorgeous foil. Oh, I love it. And let's take a look at the sentiments. Now everything is foiled, and we can get on to the next part, which is ink blending. I threw together some really fun color combinations. And so for this first one, I am using Mango and Candy Corn. And I just thought, just with having shiny gold, I love gold anything, and I think gold elevates everything. So to have that on the pennants, I just think is so much fun. But obviously you could do any kind of fun colored foil on these to really jazz it up. But I am using ink to give it that really vibrant, fun look, and then you have the fun foil. So once I'm done ink blending, I just blended in that candy corn. I'm going to take a dry rag and just lightly buff off any ink that might be sitting on top of the foil. For my next 2 pennants, I will be using Poblano Pepper and Kiwi. So I think this is a really fun blend together. And I'm going to just kind of alternate since I'm doing 2 of this. I only did 1 of the orange and yellow. So the Poblano Pepper is in the back here, and on the next one, I'm going to put it at the tip, and then the Kiwi is going to be in the back. So just switching where the colors go, just to give it a little bit of a different look, even though it's the same color combination. But I think this is a really fantastic, fun color combination that can go for with anything, and I think it's bright and fun. So just imagine that these will be sticking in tops of cupcakes if you have a party after the graduation, or even in donuts. That would be cute too. Okay, then I'm using Tropical Punch and Dragon Fruit for my next 2 pennants here. And again, just kind of alternating the color. Let me bring in this gorgeous dragon fruit, and mixing those together, getting a nice good blend is going to give us that really fun purple in the center. I just think these are so pretty and so fun. And obviously you can just translate this into making a card, but I thought it would be more fun to make some sort of little decoration with these. Okay. Now we have our little pieces. So this is the rest of the die. So you have like your little tassel pieces that hang off the back. I die cut the rest of the pieces that I needed, all of 5 tassels from Gold Glitter Cardstock, and then some of the pieces that go right on top. We did 3 that we foiled. I needed 2 more, so I just die cut those from the Gold Glitter Cardstock. And then I'm just going to start gluing these down. And this is just going to give us much more glitz and glam on our cute little pennants here. I like to glue down the bottom piece first that has our little tassels hanging off the back, and then I can line up the top piece. For me, it just made sense. That way I could just line up the top piece nicely. So let's get that last one down here. And then, oh no, one more. And then I'm going to use some foam adhesive behind my sentiments, and we're just going to pop those on just on fun little angles. This is really playful. This is a fun little decoration, so I just think putting them on however you want, but look at how gorgeous these look. Then I'm going to take toothpicks, and I didn't show it on camera, but I just used a little bit of hot glue and adhered the toothpicks to the back of these, and then you can just stick them right into the top of a cupcake. But look at how cute that is, and you can just see I just glued it down. Hot glue was the best way to hold this, and it still is food safe because you're not going to have hot glue in your cupcakes. Super, super cute. I love these so much. You can find all of these products at the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com. Thank you so very much for stopping by and watching.